This video is a special dedication to our men in uniform. They are our brothers and sisters, our parents, our relatives, and our close friends. From now henceforth, please proceed with caution.
It's a living example and testimony. The DIG Langat told people to torture Albert Ojwang. DIG has been absolved from blame. He's going back to work this week. The OCS, Central Police Station, the sergeant on duty, the corporal on duty are facing murder charges. I want to use this opportunity tonight to talk to our police officers. I want to talk to you as a father, as a leader in this country. Please stop being misused by William Ruto and Murkomen to do a lot of things because you'll answer. I want to ask our policemen to always be guided by 4 documents in the pursuit, in the course of their duty. The Constitution of Kenya 2010, the Penal Code Chapter 6.3, the Criminal Procedure Code Cap 7.5, and the Evidence Act Cap 8.0. With those 4 documents, you can hold your ground. And even if your senior tells you to do something that is not covered by those 4 documents, you can stand your ground.
Okay.
According to those utterances by the former deputy president, here are some 5 key points one should consider when joining the police service, or maybe someone who is working for the police. And you should know that you are working for the people. That is point number 1. Just know the people of any state or any country are the bosses of any police force or any security agency. And the reason why I'm saying this, it is because the police service, especially of Kenya, let me talk about our police service, they are paid through the Kenyan taxes. The uniform that they wear, it is the Kenyan taxpayer money. The ammunition and the guns they hold, it is our taxes. And one thing they need to know, or any person working for the police service should know, is that the Kenyan people are your employers. You are on the payroll of Kenyan people. And in any case, if Kenyans decide one day enough is enough and they stop paying their taxes, be rest assured that you will be jobless. You will be jobless, and that is a fact. Because you depend on the Kenyan people to remit their taxes so that you can get paid and a good salary. Of course, we know there are some reforms. We know that the salary is not quite extensive. That's why we can see some other cops or police trying to make ends meet by using dubious ways or ways which are unconstitutional. But one thing I want to tell you, you have to respect the people who have given you the chance to serve them. That is a fact. And before even I go into corruption matters and bribery, treat these people with respect. You need them and they need you. They need your services because of security reasons. And you need them to keep your life economically afloat. So with that being said, the point number 2, it's about corruption and bribery. Dear policemen, you should know, corruption is one thing that is causing the country all the mayhem and the havoc you see. This country should be so far ahead of other countries, especially in Africa as a continent. But due to rampant corruption in every space you can find, that is why our country is bleeding like this. The moment you see a police officer taking bribes instead of arresting the people who are bribing others, then you know the state is failing. And it is not good at all to see other police officers are trying very hard to do the right thing, yet there are some few individuals in the police service tarnishing their name. So if you are a police officer and you see your colleague is not heading in the right direction, the first thing I could tell you, please try to advise him or her on the right way to do things. And if it persists, because we know there are orders from above, which I will come to the next point. You are told, we need this money, we need this amount of, so you need to tell, even if it is your commander, the base commander, you need to tell him or her, what you're doing is not correct. And that is how we will end corruption. And when corruption is no more, then even your salary can increase, because there will be no loopholes of money which is getting lost or stolen. And that leads me to the third point. Don't take orders blindly, because one thing that you know, and it is a fact, these people may give you orders, but when it comes to the actual time, when things start going south, when maybe you get arrested, when maybe things go bad on your side, then you will know that these people are not there for you. Yes, you will eat together, you will drink together, you will laugh and smile together. But when things or rain start beating you, you will know you are all alone. They will lie to you, you will never walk alone. We had a certain CS telling the police officers that they can do anything in their power to rescue you, even though they know that you are on the wrong. I'm telling you, the law doesn't know anything else but the law. So, if you do anything outside the law, just know and just be rest assured, you will pay, and you will pay it dearly. And the moment you start paying for it, you will be alone. And I'm telling you, because we have seen, and you too are witnesses of what I'm telling you, that there was a case of a young man who was abducted, and in a span of days, he ended up dead. And you know what? The big dogs are never caught, but the small dogs always end up in a mess. They end up paying the price. And we all know the story which I'm telling you. And the former deputy president was talking about it, that there is this man who ordered someone to get tortured, and he is scot-free, no repercussion whatsoever. But the OCS of that station was taken to court. The officer in charge, or the officer on duty, was taken to court. Reason being, murder case. They were charged with murder case. And you know, that is a very tall order. So, when you receive orders, please follow the constitution. Never follow a person. And that leads me to the fourth point. Always, always follow the constitution. It is your guide. It will protect you. It will save you when you need it the most. When you depend on people, things can go bad really, really quickly. And people can turn against you anytime. And what I'm telling you, it is out of experience, and you know it. I will give you another scenario of a police officer who did something which shocked many Kenyans. And it was this time when there were protests. And this police officer opened fire on close range to a mask vendor. You know what? The other officer, because most officers, as we know, they work in pairs. The other officer was used to be a witness on the stand against him, to provide evidence, to lock him up for good. So, let the constitution be your guide. It will save you. It will do you good. You will always be happy. Never follow orders which you see they are unlawful, which might end up your career or end you in trouble. And to be honest, police officers need to be very, very careful with what they do, because whatever you do under the sun might come back to haunt you. And this leads me to the last point. However, it is not the last one. There are very many points, but let me just finish by this one. Police officers should go with the changing times, because this is not the time when the mainstream media was the only platform to pass on news to the masses. They should know that nowadays there are cameras in our phones, laptops, CCTV cameras, each and every place you can ever imagine. Even when you think that no one is watching, just know there is a camera watching, which might or can be used against you in the court of law. And that being said, I need our men in uniform to try and look on other developed countries, how their police officers conduct their business. For example, you can take the US, and this you can push this even to the ministry in charge, to make sure that you are protected as well and you conduct your business in the right manner. We see in developed countries, police officers offered good cars which are, have top quality speed, and they have dash cam which will help even further in investigations. And these cars are used solely for arresting and keeping law and order. And to add on top of it, these police officers are equipped with body cameras, and this is to protect them. As far as we know, there are corrupt cops and police officers who are always on the wrong. But these body cameras and police dash cams which are on the cars help to protect you in case anything happens to you, so that events might be followed on with precise and precision. So it is good that you may push that to your ministry so that they can see how they can improve your livelihoods, because we care for you and you are our own. You are our family. You are our fathers and mothers, brothers and sisters. You are our relatives. You are our friends. So it is good to put everything in consideration. And it is not that the whole police force is bad, or rather police service, but some elements are not good and they are tarnishing your name. With that, I would like to congratulate every good police officer who does his or her work diligently, who works for the Kenyan people with a clean heart. We really thank you for your service. Kudos to you. With that being said, thank you for your time. I'm your host, Anonymous Whistleblower. Kindly like, share, and most importantly, subscribe to the channel. Till the next one, cheers. Stand by in 3, 2, 1, go.